The election of 1800 was the first major surge of the two-party system. The parties involved were the Jeffersonian Republicans and the Federalists.
1800's demographic consists of 12.4% Native American population, 16.1% African American population, 65.3% white population, 1% exactly Latino population, and 5.2% Asian population.
Well, I myself, I like the two-party system. I think it increases the voter turnout, nationalism, and participation in politics. Well, as a farmer, a blue-collar worker, I'm more in favor of the Jefferson Party. It wants to really help the common people. So I think the Republicanism is the way to go. It's trying to work against poverty. And this will help me rise in society more, become more prosperous in the community.
Well, I see the benefits of the two-party system, but it creates a super competitive atmosphere and divisive. As a welfare trader, I support the Federalists because they support a national bank, tariffs and relations with Britain. This ensures that I can retain my wealth and expand it. I support John Adams.
I'm President John Adams, and I'm a Federalist. I believe that what this nation needs is more national power. We need to stay together as a union in order to prosper, and the only way we could do this is by giving more power to a central national power. We are too young to be thrown into the chaos of Europe. I wholeheartedly believe that I made the right choice in regard to the XYZ crisis in France. I hope you all can understand that I made the decisions that had to be made in order to preserve our growing nation. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
My name is Thomas Jefferson, and I am one of your candidates for the office of the presidency for the election of 1800. As a Jeffersonian Republican, a party that I have started myself, I believe that state power should be greater than federal power. I do believe in the federal power, but it should be much less than what the states have. Because we started out as a bunch of fragmented colonies under the tyrannical rule of Great Britain, I believe that what was once colonial power should remain as state power and hold itself higher than the federal government. As well, I support the common people. I believe that the farmers, the peasants, etc., were the people that brought up our nation from what it once was. I hope you vote for me. Thank you.
The two-party system was beneficial in 1800. It was the first peaceful transfer of power from one party to the next. The two-party system was very important to this election as it basically differentiated who voted for who without much gray space in between. It was very polarized. It brought people together and apart. It mainly brought more of ideological difference between people, while it did help unite the country under one system.
Regarding the two-party systems, in the end, the Jeffersonians were much more prosperous, while the Federalists began their fall to oblivion. Regardless, the election solidified the two-party system, with most people pledging their allegiance to one party or the other. The election of 2016 involves two major parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. The Democrat nominee was Hillary Clinton. The Republican nominee and now president-elect is Donald J. Trump. While the two-party system was originally meant to be a system of checks and balances, in this rare instance, an entire party took control of the Senate, the House, and the presidency. In this instance, the two-party system got more people involved with the election and also started more conflict because of the disparate views of the people. Also, there was a racial and class divide, with more minorities voting for Hillary Clinton, while more Caucasian people voting for Donald J. Trump. The demographic info of the election of 2016 is 63.7% white, 16.3% Hispanic/Latino, 12.2% African American, 4.7% Asian, and 3.1% Native or Other. Regarding the religious makeup, 46.5% Protestant, 22.8% unaffiliated, 20.8% Catholic, and 9.9% Other. Obviously, between the 1800s and the 2016 election, the majority of the population was white, with other ethnic groups coming in behind. This can help explain why someone who appeals to the white population, like Donald Trump, won over someone who appealed more to the minority groups, like Hillary Clinton. Regarding the demographics of the parties, they are as follows. For the white population, 37% are Democrats, 58% Republicans. Hispanic and Latino, 65% Democrats and 29% Republicans. For African Americans, 88% Democrats and 8% Republicans. Asian, 65% Democrats and 29% Republicans. Other, 56% Democrats, 37% Republicans. Regarding the religious makeup of the parties, these are as follows. Protestant or other Christian groups, 39% Democrats, 58% Republicans. Jewish, 71% Democrats, 24% Republicans. Something else, 62% Democrats, 29% Republicans. None, 68% Democrats, 26% Republicans. So I'm a Democrat and I support Hillary Clinton. And what I think about the two-party system is that I don't like it at all. It's divided America and each party hates the other. It's impossible to talk to other people about politics freely, and the Republican Party is just rallying behind someone just because he's a Republican. It's based off of obligation, so it's just awful.
So, I'm a Republican. I support Donald Trump. I think that the two-party system just divides the country into two halves, which, nowadays, isn't that uncommon. The only thing it is effective in is creating chaos and driving friends apart, which, again, isn't that uncommon. At least now we'll have a solid political unity. The House, Senate, and Oval Office are controlled by the GOP. It's about time.
I think that the last election was really, really messy and really just unpleasant for everyone involved. I think that Trump, while he has a temperament, can definitely, if he can keep himself together, I think he can be a pretty good president. I think that the two-party system, just as a whole, is really, really ineffective. I think that if we could just elect people who we think are good leaders, who we think inspire us, then maybe we could have elections that didn't turn into nasty feuds between two people, but something that gave us hope for our future, and a bunch of candidates that we think are really cool.
So it's me, the Trumpster, obviously. And basically the goal is to make America great again. It was once great, not great anymore, but I can change that. I want to bring the jobs back. Too many jobs in China. I can bring them back. No many Chinese people. No many Chinese businesses. I can make it happen. I can bring them back. Also, wall needs to be way bigger. I build the best walls, the biggest walls. Nobody builds better walls than me. Definitely not Hillary. She builds bad walls. I build the best walls. So yeah, those are the two things. We don't want them here. Gotta get them out. And the wall needs to be bigger. And they're gonna pay for the wall. Mexico. I'm not paying for the wall. So yeah, bring the jobs back and make the wall bigger. That's the game plan.
Not only am I American, but I'm also Democrat. And unlike Trump and his views, I believe that women have rights and they should have rights. And they should be given rights. And immigrants, they also should be here. And I don't agree with Trump's views whatsoever, just because he's kind of being ignorant about personal justice and our people and our economy. If you're truly American, everyone should be equal and they should all stay here. As well as global warming and pollution, they're major crises that need to be solved, and I feel as if I can be the one to focus on those the greatest.
Following the trend here, it seems that the two-party system is not at all healthy, and the collapse may be soon. Before the election, people were not glad with the candidates. Now, as the result comes out, many people are dissatisfied, which results protests around the country. It serves to further divide the people, weaken political cooperation, and serve as an infuriating bureaucratic facet. It creates a hyper-competitive atmosphere that tears people apart.